Hey everyone, I'm Mike Lowe and we are in NBA 2K24, and I wanted to make a really quick short video discussing an issue that I'm seeing with the game that's holding me back a little bit in my NBA. And so again, it's not an attempt to be rude or to bury anything. It's just kind of something that I'm seeing that just doesn't make a lot of sense, and I really hope it gets fixed, because to me it's like a really simple QA thing that could be adjusted pretty easily. So we're looking at the Knicks roster. This is an opening night roster set, brand new MyNBA in a modern era. And these, of course, are real life statistics of the players on the Knicks, right? So we're just going to scroll over, and I want to show you just kind of how this is looking before we do a simulation. So we're looking at games played, and what I'm curious is like how many players in real life NBA have played in all 82 games. Just looking at the Knicks roster is just a very small sample. So again, we're looking for the number 82 or higher in this range as I just click through the players. And so I can tell you right now, I've done this ahead of time. There's going to be two. You're going to get Julius Randle in 17-18, and then I want to say Hartenstein did it last year in real life. And so there was a couple others maybe where somebody had like 81 there, you can see quickly. So in other words, it's pretty rare, right? Super rare. As I click through every single real life player here on the Knicks, you're going to see that this just does not happen a whole lot. So what I want to do now is simulate a full season, regular season in my NBA, and then let's take a look at the league stats and see how that looks. And here we are at season's end in this simulated season, and you can see there are 6 players on just the Knicks just last year in the simulated season who played all 82 games. And of course, if you flip through the other teams, you're going to see this same issue. And I have not been able to figure out why this is. I have lowered across the board, across the entire league. I'd lower fatigue, say, by like 25 points for every single player, and it was still happening. And so, is it the end of the world? No. I mean, some people might be saying, who the hell cares? This isn't that big a deal. But I think when we're kind of looking at like some of the finer details of a game that, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, sports simulation console game available, I'm surprised to see this happening and just not really anyone talking about it. And so, again, the last thing I'm trying to do here is pile on or create controversy or anything like that. But it's just something I hope that we can generate some attention so that it gets fixed, because even with injuries, I mean, same thing with the fatigue. I lowered, or I increased injuries and try to make players a little bit more fragile. But again, we start to kind of border a little bit on making it super unrealistic for the sake of getting like one statistic right. And so we don't want to do that either. And so anyway, the reason I made this is just to kind of showcase it a little bit, because this is what's kind of holding me back from getting started. Is what's holding me back from releasing any sort of like slider set for the game this year. Just can't figure it out. I haven't seen any other slider sets out there either. I've been kind of messing with it. It just doesn't really seem to really be on much of anyone's radar, understandably. So like I said, not trying to make a mountain out of a molehill here, but just something that is standing out to me this year's game that I don't recall seeing before. So thanks for watching the video, and hopefully we can see it fixed soon.